Hi guys, and welcome to my kitchen. Today I am going to share with you a simple long time coconut drops recipe. So let's get started. Okay, first thing you want to do is put your oven to preheat at 400 degrees, and let me go through the list of ingredients I have here. I have 3 cups of flour, I have 3 eggs, 4 cups of coconut. This is a sweetened coconut you can get at any supermarket. I got mine at Publix. Let me show you what it looks like. So it's a sweetened coconut. It's already shredded for you. I also have 3 teaspoons of baking powder, 2 tablespoons of cinnamon, 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract or essence, 3 eggs, 2 cups of sugar, and 6 ounces of softened sweet butter. Please do not use salted butter. Make sure it says sweet on the package. Okay, so first thing is you want to get your flour, and you're going to add your cinnamon to this and your baking powder, and you're going to sift this and set it aside. If you do not have a sifter, you can always use a fork and try to incorporate all the ingredients together so that it's evenly distributed. Next thing is we want to add our butter to our mixer. Always make sure that your butter is nice and soft. If your butter is hard, you're going to take longer to cream that butter with that sugar. Now you're going to add in the 2 cups of sugar. And you're going to put this on low and let that combine and fluff up. As you can see, the butter and sugar, it's coming together and it's looking very creamy and nice. I want to let that sugar melt as much as possible into the butter. I'm going to crank up the speed a little bit so that it can fluff up faster. Okay, so my butter has been creaming. It looks really fluffy and nice. I'm going to drop the speed to 2, and I'm going to slowly add in 1 egg at a time. Always break your eggs separately, because you never know when you can get a bad one in that bunch. Because you don't want to be cracking all the eggs in one and then you get that one bad egg and then you have spoiled all of your eggs. So we're going to let this mix until the egg is combined. And what you want to do next after it's combined is scrape down that bowl to make sure nothing has stuck to the bottom and everything has incorporated properly. Okay, so I've scraped down my bowl. I'm just going to lift it up. You can see how nice and fluffy the butter is looking. I love when my butter looks like that. And you want to add your dry ingredients, and be careful because it can make a mess. I'm going to add half of my dry ingredients. I'm going to let it mix on low before I add the other half. Now this is going to be a fairly stiff batter. It's not going to be soft and runny because you want to be able to scoop it. Okay, so now I'm going to add the rest of my flour mixture. That's the flour with the cinnamon and the baking powder. And you're going to allow this to continue mixing until it has completely combined. Okay, you can see that it's combined. Now what you want to do is stop it, and you want to add, you can scrape down this, and you want to add your coconut to this. And your vanilla extract or essence. And let it continue to mix and combine until all the coconut has combined throughout the mixture. Okay, as you can see here, my mixture is finished. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to take 2 cookie sheets, whatever you have that's nice and flat. Mine is non-stick, so I do not grease or put any type of parchment paper or anything. All I do is I take an ice cream scoop. This one is about 2 inches, and you want to scoop out your mixture and then place it onto your baking tray. So I just finished scooping out all of my coconut drops. As you can see, they stand on their own. What you want to do now is you're going to put it in that 400-degree oven for 20 minutes until lightly brown. Just keep an eye on it because they finish pretty quickly. I think I may need to put one to the shelf. There I go. Okay, so I'll see you back in 20 minutes. So before your coconut drops is done, you want to add a 1/4 cup of water to a small saucepan and put that on medium-high heat, and you will add 1/3 cup of white sugar. What we're going to do is we're going to create a syrup, a nice thick syrup that we're going to use to glaze our drops with, and then we will sprinkle on some brown sugar. So you want to allow your sugar and water to thicken, and when it has thickened, set aside. Do not let it turn into a crystal, just let it melt and thicken. Okay, so my 20 minutes is up and my drops are ready to come out of the oven. They're nice and slightly golden brown. You don't want to get them over brown, they don't look pretty. So what I'm waiting for now is this sugar water to thicken up a little more, because if it's too runny, it's not going to do its job. You want it to be thick enough so that the brown sugar can adhere to that drops. So I'm going to leave this to thicken up a little more, and I'll see you in a little bit. So my sugar mixture has thickened up. You can see how thick it is. You're going to use this to glaze the coconut drops. And you're going to glaze each one. And let me show you, when you finish glaze them, you want to sprinkle them with a little bit of brown sugar to finish off. So I'm going to finish glaze my coconut drops and I will be back. Okay, what I did was I glazed only half and sprinkled sugar on only this tray. I left the other tray without any sugar because there may be some folks that may not want extra sugar and all that sweet sweetness extra, so you do half with and half without, and I'm sure everyone is going to love it. Remember, as I said, you can add raisins or dried fruits to this and amp it up a little bit. So that's basically it. That's what you call in Trinidad coconut drops. I hope you guys enjoyed this recipe, and I want to thank you for spending time with me, and let me know down below your comments if you have any questions or anything you would like to know about this recipe. Feel free to leave your comments. I will also put the recipe in the description box, and I hope that you like it when you make it. Let me know if you guys do, and I will see you next time.